Why did I pick Basics of Sikhi? Well, I've recently got to know a lot of the Sangats from Calgary. I've been going to a lot more Friday night Simran, and I've really enjoyed that experience. I've had a really tough time in my life recently, and that's what's kept me going. So when I knew a lot of the Sikh youth from Calgary were involved with the Basics of Sikhi camp, I wanted to go sort of as support and to engross myself in that Sangat for a week's time. My favorite thing I would have to say was waking up for Amrit Vela. It's something I've struggled with a lot lately. So just waking up and experiencing that pure bliss, being amongst all this beautiful Sangat from around the world, experiencing all the prem pyar that everyone had for each other. I think those were among my top things at this camp. It's something that's very hard to describe. It's something that's very hard to put into words, but it was always such a peaceful experience in my heart. I felt like my heart was always just like overwhelmed and overwhelmed and like overflowing with so much love. That's the best way I can describe it. Like it's an out-of-body almost experience. It was beautiful. We were among and in like a nature setting, free of Wi-Fi, which was huge, I think. That was one thing that also worried me, that a lot of the little ones, if not even older ones like myself, might waste some of their extra free time if we had any on their phones and things like that. So not having access to the Wi-Fi, being free of that for a few days was a blessing indeed. I think don't hesitate. If there's any seed in your heart pulling you to come to a camp, I say go for it. There were so many times in the last week where I tried to talk myself out of it, just with, I think, stupid little things right now, where I misjudged what I might experience at camp. I thought that people might be a bit too cliquey for my liking. I thought that I wouldn't get out of camp what I wanted. I thought I don't know, it was just like a lot of negative things that I was thinking about. But I feel like if there's anything inside of you wanting to bring you to camp, I say go for it. You're never too young or too old to come. Everyone's always learning at different ages. Like I learned a lot from Sikh youth that were so much younger than me. I think there's always an opportunity to learn and take from camp what you're wanting to take from camp. I was definitely concerned about the maturity level. I thought if I went to a camp where there would be younger Sikh youth, that their focus might not be on what I was going for. I was going for the Amrit Vela, for the Sangat, for the Simran, all of that. And I thought they might be a little bit less mature and wasting their time with other things that weren't important, but I didn't experience that at all. And I was just blown away by that. It was definitely life-changing. I've recently had a lot going on this summer. Like my summer started off with my dad having 2 heart attacks and a stroke. I feel like my whole life sort of turned upside down. And with a lot of events that I had earlier on this summer, yeah, stuff just spiraled into a negative way. I was diagnosed with depression because I just wasn't able to cope with a lot of things. And in my heart, I have understood and known that that is something that Sangat and Simran will help me with. Because like I was mentioning earlier with the Friday night Simran and the Calgary youth, that's what kept me going week to week. I knew if I made it to a Friday night Simran, that would carry me through the week. So sort of to carry that forward and be engrossed in that same Sangat and other Sangat, I knew that would definitely be beneficial for me, so I needed to come. There was just something inside me that was pulling me towards this camp, and I can't explain honestly what it was. Yeah, definitely, I don't know why I haven't accessed it before, but I will be looking into resources and listening to a lot more of the lectures and things and on the Basics of Sikhi YouTube channel. I've heard a lot of different campers mention how their lives have changed. I've met Miwa, for example, from New York. She's a Japanese girl who has explored other religions like Christianity and Buddhism. And she was touched by something she saw on the YouTube channel from Basics of Sikhi. And that's what drew her to this camp. And there was other campers like that, and I heard testimonial after testimonial with how the actual YouTube channel, like something with what one of the Sevadars had said on one of the lectures, changed their life. So I'll definitely be using that if I have any sort of down points. And moving forward, I'm definitely going to be working harder at keeping Amrit Vela, keeping strong with my Simran, because again, Simran was one of the most beautiful things at this camp, where my heart just felt so overwhelmed. I just felt so much love from Guruji, and yeah, it's just something I don't want to let go of, because it's definitely been something positive that I've experienced at this camp. I definitely met many soul sisters and soul brothers. The amount of love that everyone has had for each other just, again, blew me away. I can't say it enough. Everyone had so much satkar and love for each other. It just felt like one big happy family. I feel like you could go down and sit with any camper and talk to them, and it felt like you were sitting among family. There was just that much love. We just all came together. I think, again, with Guruji's Kirpa, like it was phenomenal how everyone came together. It was a very easy camp to be a part of. I feel like if you were experiencing Sikhi at any level, like from the beginners to the intermediate to the advanced, I think everyone took huge lessons away from camp. There was never any barrier that was experienced. And if there was, I think it was approached like I know Miwa was struggling sometimes with some of the Punjabi in some of our lessons, but that was addressed immediately when she went and talked to the Sevadars about it. They were on it to have the English translations be more upfront. Yeah. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki